iOS 26 Beta 1 is finally here with a ton of new features and changes, and here are more than 110 new features and changes that you will find on this update. Now before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys that watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot. Starting with the lock screen, of course we have a brand new wallpaper for iOS 26, but it doesn't actually look that good. Is this one right here? This one looks much better. Now when you go to customize, you will have a new clock here, which you can actually adjust, and it actually looks really cool. Now once you have done that, then it will move the widgets down here so it won't show them under the clock. Right here we'll have a button to enable the spatial scene, this for wallpapers that do support that, and then you will also have a button here to look up the photo that you have actually set on your lock screen. Right here at the top you will see the estimated time to charge your device whenever you have your device charging. And also, once you set a wallpaper, the home screen wallpaper doesn't actually blur automatically. And while playing music, we have here a new look for the music player. It will also show you the time and the date right there at the top. Now what's really cool is that when you go to your AirPlay here, you will actually have this slider that will allow you to adjust the volume of your speakers or wherever you're actually playing your music. On the home screen, we have new animations getting in and out of apps. We have a lot of new icons. Most of them have been updated, and we have some new ones as well. And this will also apply, this effect will apply to third-party icons as well. And we also get a new app for games and the new preview app. When you go to customize here, you will have here quite a lot. You can now edit your wallpaper from here. You will see this new menu. And when you go to customize here, we also have a new look, a new way to switch here between large and small icons. And then you will have the tint here. When you go to clear, you can choose between two different modes. So you will have the dark mode, the light mode, or you can set it on auto. And when you go to tint, you will see the tint now is a bit different. And this will also have a few options here. So light, dark, and auto. You can go ahead and pick the color from here, which is really great, or you can just choose that button to actually pick the color from the wallpaper. Now we also get a new view here. When you want to delete an app, you can see this new pop-up. Also a new view for the 3D touch menus, which is really awesome. Now what's really great is that when you go into an app, you don't actually see the home bar that has been removed. And also when you're selecting text, you will have this new look here, this new magnifier, which actually looks quite cool. And of course, we also get a new keyboard. Currently, it only shows up on Apple apps. Moving on to screenshots. When you take a screenshot, you will have two buttons, that to save and this one to actually remove. A new view here to crop your screenshot. And when you edit something on the screenshot, you will have the undo and the redo button, which is really awesome. You can ask ChatGPT for anything that's on the screen, or you can do an image search. Now, what you can also do here is tap the markup button, and now you can actually add a loop which had been removed before, which is really awesome. And you can also add an image description for any screenshot that you take by using that button. And when you go to the share menu, not only here but anywhere on iOS 26, you will have this new look, and it shows much smaller. You can tap here to view the full share menu, and you can also tap the edit actions right here, a new look there as well. We can go ahead and change your actions. On the Messages app, you will have a new view here to filter your messages, and you can also head on to the Messages settings to filter directly from here. You can now set any picture you want as the background for your conversations, and you can even do that with the pictures that you have received within a conversation. You can now also choose to select certain text within a bubble, which is really cool. You can add polls now to your messages, and finally we have typing indicator for group messages. Now when you go to one of your contacts, you can change the backgrounds from here, and you will have all the media lined up like this, which is really awesome and very easy to find. You have now natural search language for the Messages app. Also, you can send photo previews before sending the full photo, and you also have a new button to add contacts on a group chat. On the Calendar app, we have now a new search look right there at the top, a new way here to go to the today's view, which is really awesome. And of course, we get a new menu right here where you can change between different views. On the Photos app, you can switch between library and collection much better than before. We have the search here at the bottom now, and you can enable spatial scenes for different photos that you have by using that button right there. Now at the top, you will have a new menu to switch between different views and a button right there to reorder. What I really like is that now you can actually pin anything you want right here on the pin section. You can also hide and unhide things just like that, which is really awesome. You also get a new delete button, which looks kind of different than before, like this right here. And you can also choose to show highlights, but when you go to like an album, tap on highlights or just show all photos. Camera app now gives you hints when you need to clear the lens. You will also have this new way to switch between photos and videos, and when you want to see the menu with all the things that you need, you can tap right there, or you can just tap again on the same section. The weather app now will have this menu right here that looks kind of different. When you tap right there, it takes you back here. You will have the search right there at the bottom, and when you go to delete something, it looks a bit different. Moving on to reminders, you can now add a quick reminder from your action button or the control center. Reminders now will auto-categorize, which is really awesome, and you can actually now create a reminder from the phone app. On the Notes app, we also have the search button right there at the bottom alongside with the Create New Note button. On the Notes app, you will find the sliding menu right here where you have all the tools, which is actually really cool. And when you tap the Share button, you will be able to actually export this as Markdown. On the Podcast app, if you tap here, now you will have more playback speeds, and also you can go ahead and enable Enhanced Dialogue. There is a new style here for the phone app where you will see basically everything in one place, but you can always go ahead and switch to the classic one. You can go ahead and filter this place right here where you can choose what you want to see, and you can go to call filtering directly from here. Now you will also be able to share play and also share the screen directly from the phone app, and a big new feature is call screening, which will basically let you know who is calling you before you answer an unknown number, and Hold Assist will just basically keep the line for you when you're trying to reach like an agent on like a service or something like that. And you will also get now history for your contacts, so you will see the full history of a certain contact. On the Safari app, we have now a new section here where you can add new tabs and have a menu. You will see this pop up here to browse extensions, and we also get this full screen look. It looks really awesome with the bar here at the bottom, and it disappears once you start sliding. You can now customize the snooze duration for your alarms, which is really awesome. On the App Store, when you go to search right here, we'll have this section, or you can go ahead and switch to the other ones. It looks pretty cool. On the calculator, you will have a button to go to the menu, and we also have here the all clear button, which is again really cool. Moving on to the Settings app, we have a brand new design for the Settings app, and we have the search here at the bottom, even though it's not that much improved at all. Now on the Settings app, we also get these new switch toggles, and when you go to charging, you will see a lot new here. The estimated time to charge right here at the top, a new display for your daily usage, and when you go to any like of your apps right here, whatever has been using your battery, you will see a lot more details for that specific app or whatever has been using your battery. You will also have here the power mode, and you will see adaptive power right here, which is a new feature of iOS 26. Under AirPlay and continuity, you will have a new feature, keep audio in headphones, which is super useful, and you will have a new section for screen capture. Right here you can choose whether you want to see full screen previews or just icons for your screenshots. You can enable the visual lookup for your screenshots, as well as enable or disable screenshots on CarPlay, and right here you can also choose to enable HDR screenshots. Under accessibility, we now have name recognition as well. The music haptics can now be customized. You can customize here vocals only or full mix, and you can choose the intensity right here. Under the privacy settings, now you will be able to see all of your blocked contacts, so you will have a section dedicated for that. And when you go to your apps right here, you will be able to now search the apps by using this search bar at the bottom right here, not at the tops. And when you go to the default apps, now you can choose the contacts list app for what you want to use as your default. So that is it. These are 110 new features of iOS 26. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.